说的手里的是会对我。
It's just the two of us now. No need for all the formality, Hiyuki. Oh, and just so you know, the maintenance fee for that blade will be coming out of your paycheck this month.
Which blade?
The one you used in the dark side. That makes it the fourth you've broken so far. Try to be gentler the next time, will you?
Sure. What about my own sword?
Its maintenance is mostly done. Don't worry, you'll have it back soon. Wanna try one? It's pretty popular among the students.
Not hungry.
Candy's supposed to be eaten when you're not hungry. That's what makes it taste good. Go on, try it. Have you swallowed it?
Mm-hmm. A bit sour, and my tongue's tingling. Not my favorite.
Huh. No reaction at all. That's odd. When Sigrika and the others ate theirs, they...
What?
You're no fun.
He saw me. Does that affect your plan?
It's fine. The Fraxidus didn't just set the trap for me. It was meant to draw you out as well. They've noticed your existence. I'm sorry for keeping you confined, for trying to hide your power. In the end, it still came to light.
We both knew this day would come sooner or later.
So, would you consider moving back to the academy for now? If anything happens, you can respond right away. The Fraxidus went to great lengths to tamper with the dark side, but it poses a little actual threat to the academy. At worst, this anomaly might be tied to the power of the Threnodian too. It seems they're already preparing their next phase.
What do you need me to do?
Now's not the time. You should know that the Space Trek Collective was built atop the Threnodian. That's why we've prepared countless contingency plans. Even if every single one failed, even if the Threnodian completely consumed the Collective, we still have a final card to play. The wish-granting Miko. You.
What are you looking at?
Ah, there you are. Nothing really. I've just been wondering if I wanted to land another astronomical investment to study all the exoswarm coming off this giant mech. What kind of pitch would it take to make every major player in Solaris nod along and funnel credits into my pocket year after year?
Have you figured it out?
Not yet. My conscience won't let me think that far. Luckily, the man who can figure it out is back.
The old man who promised me the blade. The head of the Space Trek Collective.
The very same. But don't let the quick agreement fool you. He's already thinking 10 steps ahead. If Ishino Hado wasn't in such dire straits, he wouldn't have agreed to forge that blade for you so easily. Or at the very least, he'd have made sure he got his pound of flesh in return.
I couldn't find the child. Time and space in that dimension are too fractured. My familiar lost its way.
Then we need something that can hold out longer. A better way to search?
Void matter reactivity has been high lately. A clear sign to follow would be best.
That child is the Exostrider's resonator. There's no clearer sign than that. Looks like it's time the Exostrider was reactivated. When that happens, whether you're an annoying adult or the one meant to pilot it, I'm sure everyone will be on board, don't you think? Oh, what if we used footage of the Exostrider activating to pitch for funding?
And the confidentiality agreements?
No sympathy for my chronic funding anxiety? Fine. Go to Honami. I already approved your leave of absence.
Why?
To test the blade? Even once the Exostrider awakens, there's still a chance it fails. If it does, what you sealed in the Demer Plains becomes a liability. But it could also be our ace in the hole. So, before I give you the thankless task of guarding those planes, go deal with matters of the heart first.
Understood. I will return in one day.
Take 2. Give yourself a day to look around. Go on. A Black Shores member will meet you there. I still have all of Dr. Luke's mess to clean up.
Understood. I am at your call should you require it.
Yes, I'm listening. So it's about Denia. I see. Let's discuss it in person.
Lady Miko, can you hear me?
Yes. You may call me Hiyuki.
Understood, Lady Hyuki. Most of the left behind in Honami City have been relocated, but a few, the ones whose regrets run deepest, still roam the danger zones. Their unfulfilled desires concentrate the Lament's power. An incident just waiting to happen. With you here, I feel better about the situation. We didn't expect you to take this on yourself.
Protecting Honami is the duty of the Miko of Flaming Sakura. I thank you for your support. Actually, I have a favor to ask.
Oh, is it about Gyokuro, the former Miko? We've already found traces that may belong to her, but nothing we can confirm yet. We're in the process of narrowing down her location. As soon as we learn anything, you'll be the first to know.
I am in your debt.
Oh, it's nothing. If it weren't for you back then, I would have... Anyway, I'll leave this area to you.
You can rely on me. Was there something else you wanted to say?
Nothing, Lady Hyuki. It's just... Thank you for everything you do. Goodbye.
You are...
Yes.
Miko of Flaming Sakura, you're back! I knew those monsters wouldn't stand a chance. Everyone else thought we were done for, but I told them, don't worry, Lady Miko will come and save us.
I'm sorry. I was too late.
It doesn't matter. You're here now, aren't you? Please, just say it. Say the Miko of Flaming Sakura has returned and that those monsters are finished.
The Threnodian has retreated, but I couldn't save you.
But you defeated it, again! And one day you'll drive it away from Ashinohara for good.
Yes, I hear your wish. And I promise, one day... I failed their hopes. No matter how many times we drive it back, the Threnodian always returns. When will we be freed from this nightmare Ashinohara?
This is all your fault. Eternal Miko, huh? You're all useless. Every last one of you. How do you even dare show your face in Hunhami? They're dead! Everyone's dead! I knew it! I knew the Threnodian couldn't be defeated. I should have run away as far as I could. Oh, Lady Miko, please! Do something, anything! Powerful people like you won't die even if you lose. What about us? What about ordinary people? Just wait to be torn apart? I knew you couldn't hold the line. I knew it couldn't be killed, but how do we go on from here? Lady Miko, heroes, tell me, what should we do?
If you need someone to hate, let it be me. It's all right. Place all your pain, all your resentment upon me. May your soul be granted a moment of peace. If I had been stronger, could I have saved them? If only I had more power.
You're the Miko who once talked to Lady Gyokuro. She told me about you. She said you're her most treasured family, just like my big sister and I. Your name is... it's...
Hiyuki.
Yes! Hiyuki! That's it! Such a pretty name, just like Lady Gyokuro's. My sister said if I hid here and prayed with all my heart, Lady Miko would come and save us. So, I've been waiting.
Little one, what's your name? Your hands are cold. Have you been waiting long?
Kana. My sister calls me Kana. Lady Miko, you're finally here. But my sister... she...
It's all right. I'm listening. She asked you to wait here, didn't she? Ah, she must have trusted you very much to give you such an important task.
Task?
Yes, a task. If not for you, I would never have found this place. You did well, Kana. You completed your task perfectly.
Lady Miko, are you here to save Honami? Then, is Honami safe now?
Honami will be fine.
Sister said you carry everyone's wishes. That you're the strongest. I knew you'd come and fix everything. Lady Miko, can you help me find my sister?
Of course. We'll both get to see our sisters again soon.
When we find her, let's eat red bean pudding. We make the best red bean pudding in the whole world. If you come try it, everyone will want some.
Then you'll need to make a lot of it. Can you manage that?
Pinky promise. We'll make lots and lots of pudding. Then, even if the Trinodian comes back, we'll have something to eat and we won't be scared anymore.
It's a promise then. We'll make a lot of pudding. Red bean pudding. Gyokuro always did have a weakness for sweets like that. This time, will I find her traces and truly set her free?
Hello, Lady Miko. I've been waiting for you a very long time. My final wish was simply to see you one last time.
Your final wish?
Yes, it's all right. I know I'm dead. I know I'm what they call a left behind now. But I thought if I'm going to remain like this anyway, I might as well get what I wanted before I disappear, right?
I've heard of cases where the left behind remain aware of their state, sustained by powerful desires, but for such a simple wish. You truly only wish to see me again.
I mean, you are a legend. You've been the Miko of Flaming Sakura since my great-grandmother's time. When I heard Honami was in danger, and that the Miko of Flaming Sakura would meet the vanguard, I rushed here just to see you.
You shouldn't have taken such a risk. If you wished to see me, you could have gone to the Flaming Sakura.
I know. Everyone says you can just write your wish on the plaque and Lady Miko will see it. But I worried. What if it never reached you? So I came all this way to make the wish in person. I wanted to see whether it would come true.
Very well. Then tell me, what is your true wish?
I wish for world peace, for people to stop living in fear of the lament. I want everyone to survive it. Lady Miko, my wish is that there will never be another Miko of Flaming Sakura.
I see. Then I promise you, this wish will be fulfilled.
I know it will.
After all, you are the eternal Miko. No need for that, Lady Miko. If you wished, you could cut down this avatar at any moment. But I think you'll find this far more interesting.
Yokuro's Shiratori.
I know the Fraxidus has cost the Shinohara its fair share of grief. But personally, I hold no ill will toward you. I had dealings with the previous Miko. It wasn't exactly a pleasant chat. But I promise you, her death was not by my hand. Just as you once witnessed, she met the fate all Mikos of Flaming Sakura share. She died, burning her future to ash to pay for the present. Aren't you even a little curious about what I showed her? If this makes you uncomfortable, feel free to cut through space and leave. This face of mine, of course, is entirely at your mercy.
No need to dull my blade.
She wears the exact same expression as the previous Miko. I suppose one day she too will be reduced to ashes by her own wish. Oh, eternal Miko. Is she simply arrogant? Or just a coward?
peaceful Honami. Why bother with such an illusion? Gyakuro.
Lady Gyokuro, guess what? No math homework today! My parents and my big sister finally taught me how to make red bean pudding. Want to try mine?
I'd love to. You know I can't resist red bean pudding. Wouldn't miss your special batch for the world, Kana-chan.
Yay! I'll go make it right now.
Anyway, I'm here. What is it?
My. Can't a sister just want to see her favorite girl without a reason?
That's not what I meant.
There's that serious little face. I just wanted to chat. Always relaxes me. So, how are things at the Flaming Sakura?
The usual. Many came to make wishes.
The Threnodian's active cycle is almost here. Death would be a frequent visitor to Ashinohara once more. Prayers for safety, peace, victory. They pile up thickest at times like this. The Miko of Flaming Sakura is the bridge between people and the divine. A wish jar for all their hopes. We must listen to every single one.
Lately, I've been hearing you ring the sutsu. To grant those wishes, you burn your future using the sutsu's power. Continue, and one day there'll be nothing left to burn. You should have stepped down already, Aniwe. Let me become the Miko of Flaming Sakura. Let me inherit the sutsu.
Oh, I'm perfectly fine. I've got futures to spare, you know. You tell me, little Hiyuki, what's got you so fixated on this? Don't tell me you're secretly in awe watching my heroics on the battlefield and...
Yes, I want to be just like you.
You wish? You're 100 years too early for that, you little blockhead. Enough about the sutsu. Stay and have some pudding with me instead. I know a wonderful little shop. Always practicing archery under that sakura tree. What a bore! A girl your age should be out living a little.
Here we go again. You know I don't care about any of that. I'm going back.
You sure? Come on! Consider granting your big sister's wish.
I only came because you called. I put my work on hold. I can't stay too long. Besides, I don't like red bean pudding.
Huh? I keep forgetting you have the world's most boring palate. What a shame. I'll just have to enjoy all by my lonesome then.
Gyokuro never once spoke of her own wishes. She lived only to grant the wishes of others. If only I had chosen to go with her. I should go there. One more look will be enough.
Still regretting that you didn't step into that shop and try that red bean pudding with the former Miko, aren't you?
What's your point?
The peaceful streets of Honami, the sweetness of red bean pudding. You know none of it is real. The illusion didn't deceive you, Miko of Flaming Sakura. You were the one who deceived yourself. Desperate to play pretend? Why not commit? Please, this performance is only beginning. Miko of Flaming Sakura, do not forget the regret you carried here. You never forgot the lives you failed to save, nor their final, fading cries.
You've been watching me?
Among all the Mikos of Flaming Sakura, you're the most special. Only you could peer into the Sutsu and see a future so utterly pitch black.
This is...
Oh, you've heard the stories, of course. But none of them know what Rover really endured to reach this point.
Rover. This is... the Threnodian.
Go on. The next act awaits you. Don't waver now, Yuki. That instinctive revulsion you're feeling will guide you down a path diametrically opposed to my own. You must walk this road. Only then will you understand, accept, and finally see where you went wrong. Just as you suspected, both Jinjo and Honami once lay beneath the Threnodian's shadow. But only in Jinjo did the night give way to dawn.
You...
Or high surprise they did. That is their pride. And my pride, I would never deceive your eyes.
Rover. This blade. It's as sharp as they promised. Once business in Lahairoi is settled, I'll take it back to Ashinohara.
You needn't doubt.
This is, in fact, my ploy for you. What else would you call laying the very path you've dreaded most bare before your feet? Keep walking. The way forward is the only way left.
The inverted tower. I read the reports. Another place reduced to ruin by the Threnodian.
A nation that placed its faith in the Sentinel, yet its blessed maiden was spawned by the Threnodian Leviathan. Deliciously absurd, isn't it?
I read the incident reports. It was the Threnodian scheme.
Obvious enough. And from it, I obtained the precise counterweight to tip the scales.
The power of assimilation.
Precisely. After all, isn't that blessed maiden living proof? Proof that harnessing the Threnodian's power is a viable path.
Is this
The fall of Imperator. As you know, even a sentinel can't be a crutch for humanity forever. Now, why not step into the role yourself? Experience Renacita's conclusion firsthand. Oh, and I made a personal appearance for the grand finale in Renacita. I couldn't very well abandon my rather childish subordinates like that, could I? A light so blinding it lays bare all the film. A world where every prayer is answered. Just like a dream, wouldn't you say? Ah, if only Ashinohara could have... You had so many companions fighting at your side. And yet, the reign over Honami simply would not cease.
every single time he succeeded in saving them? If only I could have. Ashinohara. Am I envious of what he has achieved?
A little sideshow before the end. You don't mind, do you?
A life as fleeting as the first night. Prepared for this, have you not? For all wishes spoken, this vessel I offer. Lend me your strength. Take your final dive into Nana. If my blade had been keener, could I have?
Take your time. We're almost at the finale. Come, let's go. Thoughts on the show?
You showed me all this because the Fraxidus wants to replicate the assimilation within the Blessed Maiden herself. You want me for the possibility that I could become the Threnodian's resonator in the future.
I won't deny it. After all, among all the Mikos of Flaming Sakura, only you can see through that Sutsu and see a future so clearly entwined with the Threnodians. That is your gift, your talent.
It is a dangerous curse.
From Ashinohara's legends and the Space Trek Collective's investigative reports, you know who Rover is by now. As a savior yourself, what do you think of his capabilities?
He's strong.
He can afford to be more effusive. Unlike you, who failed Ashinohara time and again, he is the perfect savior. But let's be brutally honest. This world doesn't have a second Rover. He saved Jinjo and Renacita. But what about Honami? Solaris is full of dark corners like Honami. Places the Savior's light will never reach. You, Miko of Flaming Sakura, have a gift. You might not fear the curse of the Threnodian or Lament. But what of them? The weak, those not blessed by fate, and yet, is it really fair to place the weight of an entire world on a single pair of shoulders? Solaris needs more saviors, doesn't it? I'm just using the Threnodian to bring more of them into this world.
You mean you want to use its power the way Rover once did?
I've tried before, but a miracle like Fleur-de-Lis requires a billion coincidences. And Mia? Nothing but the delusional ravings of Leviathan. Even the one that appeared in Renacita at the end was just a hollow, mute shell. But with your help, everything changes. You could wield the Threnodian's power just as Rover did. Honami would not be a ruin, and Ashinohara would finally have its true savior.
I have to admit, your proposition is tempting. I desire vengeance against the Threnodian. That is why I seek greater strength. I stayed in Lahairoi to forge a blade sharp enough to kill it. But I will not discard my dignity as a human for it. I will not become the very horror I hate. Not even for retribution.
You stand on Honami's soil. You stand on a graveyard of millions. Go on. Ask them if your dignity as a human matters. I think they tell you that simply staying alive is what matters. Eternal Miko, you know your limits. You've crawled through countless defeats, barely protecting Ashinohara from the Threnodian's assault. But what of the future? You are no savior like him. When you fall, who will take up the Sutsu? Who will walk this lonely, futile path next? We could always talk about the former Miko. The bodies of the left behind are ephemeral. You'll find I have a far more durable proposal.
Candy. It's a new flavor. Sigrika and Linnae suggested it. Great for lifting spirits.
All right, Luke. What's the word on this Exostrider plan?
My conversation with Lucilla went well. She's on your side. Your showing during the Dark Side incident also helped speed up the Academy's internal review. That said, you've been a student here for less than a year. You'll need the Space Trek Collective's approval to officially activate the Exostrider. Their biggest financial backer is the New Federation. And of course, they answer to an entire board of investors. And to them, the Exostrider is definitely a high-value asset. I've been flooding their desks with reports. Your Academy investigation record, your latest test scores from Abel College, and a full physical adaptability eval I wrote myself.
And were they rejected?
We got a meeting, but when that much money's involved, conflicts of interest make everything move very slowly. Unlike Jinzhou or Rinasita, they've got far too many cooks in the kitchen.
I'm worried we don't have that kind of time.
Exactly, which is why we're going to strike first. Besides, things have changed. It all comes down to this guy. This is Chase, head of the Space Trek Collective. He just got back to Lahai on a Triumph avionics ship from the New Federation. President Lucilla, Professor Mornier, and I have all put in a good word. You'll be meeting him at the Research Institute. Chase started as a low-level employee at Ashridge Energy in the New Fed. Then, he dropped off the grid for a few years before resurfacing in a government position. After that, he left the government and started diving into multiple large-scale investment projects. Some say he's still been Ashridge Energy's man the whole time, but no one's been able to prove it. He's sharp, low profile, and very smooth. At his age, he's seen it all. His only real concern is if the Exostrider's pilot can be controlled. Normally, they'd pick Academy synchronists who have been signing stacks of NDAs since day one. But
Sounds like his attitude changed. Does that have something to do with the changes you mentioned?
come in. Let's talk over some hot drinks. I heard Lucilla asked for your help after the ceremony. How did it feel working with her?
Well, at first she was pretty dominant, steering the conversation the whole time. But now I understand it's because this academy means so much to her.
Based on your intel, the reactor core has been returned. Ideally, we'd wait for the Exostrider to awaken before trying to help Imyth or confront the Threnodian. But recent readings from the Institute's Strider Gate monitors, they're off the charts. Void matter reactivity is spiking. the Space Trek Collective is getting twitchy. If Threnodian Aleph 1 breaks the seal, all of Solaris will be at risk, not just Lahai Roy. Now, the Collective didn't establish itself here without binders full of contingencies for a Threnodian event. Problem is, every one of those plans would scorch decades of scientific progress. Which, in our case, actually gives us some leverage. Enough to have a real conversation with their head.
Then I'll convince him. I'll show him that the lowest casualty count is the only one that makes sense. He'll have to approve me as the synchronist who pilots the Exostrider. Luke, you mentioned you have contacts in the Black Shores. And this workspace of yours, it's secure, right?
Guaranteed. What are you thinking?
Lahai Roy is closed off from the outside world. Public comms are probably tapped by Fraxidus moles inside the Academy. And right now, I need a direct line to the Black Shores.
I see. Give me a moment. I'll establish the link and leave the rest to you.
I received your call, Rover. Is the situation in Lahai Roy that dire? You look exhausted.
My frequency loss has been resolved. But Lahai Roy is under imminent Threnodian threat. I need your help, Shorekeeper.
Understood. For this purpose, both I and the Black Shores exist.
Any additional intel on the Exostrider within the Tethys system? Verified or not, I need everything you have. I trust Luke. You can speak freely.
Records confirm that Luke Herson has been providing critical assistance and intelligence to the Black Shores. I trust your judgment. Startorch Academy, most information fell under their seal of secrecy. However, in its early days, you mediated negotiations between the Academy and the Roya. Through that process, the Black Shores gained partial access to certain archived insights. The Space Trek Collective fears that due to the Exoswarm's division, the Exostrider, even upon awakening, might not have enough power to face the Threnodian. This concern led to the Augmented Resonance Initiative, the Synchronists. Observing how Sentinels work with their resonators, they theorized that the Exostrider, sharing similarities, could amplify its power through a resonator as well. However, considering your link with the Exostrider, the Tethys system does not recommend this method. We have intel that deep beneath Lahai Roy lies the keystone left behind by the Exostrider long ago. It rests directly atop the seal on the Strider Gate. You can think of it as a kind of lock. You
do not need a cockpit to pilot the Exostrider. So long as its activation sequence remains unobstructed, you may pilot it using the keystone.
Is it because I'm its arbiter?
Precisely. For one who shares its origin, a cockpit would be more of a hindrance. As for Imeth, I think Dr. Luke's proposal is viable.
You mean using the exoswarm-like shell that appeared in the cockpit to look for her?
Yes, the connection between frequencies will help. Rover, bring her with you when you activate the Exostrider.
Sure. While I'm there, the Black Shores will need to keep a closer eye on the High Roy.
I understand.
I'm counting on you, Shorekeeper.
As long as I may be of help to you, I am content. Please return safely from the Strider Gate, my star.
I will. Don't worry.
I'll inform Lucilla. Take your time finishing that drink before you head out.
What do you think? I'm about to ask a man to sign off on a crazy plan, and I can't even promise him it'll work.
Nobody has a plan they promise will work. If Chase agrees, it's because he's betting that you're his best option. Just take the win. At the end of the day, it all comes down to the person.
I will be there for...
So, about your paper.
Mr. Chase, this is the student I mentioned, Rover. Our best hope for piloting the Exostrider.
Save the intro, President Lucilla. We've met before.
Before? In my past life at the Academy?
Let's just get down to it. The Threnodian Aleph-1 situation is deteriorating. We're running out of time. I wanted to wait for the Exostrider's self-regeneration to finish, but the clock has run out on that one. So tell me, Rover, why do you want to pilot the Exostrider? What's the play?
To find Imeth and put down the Thrunodian.
Imeth. Name rings a bell. The one with the high sync rate. Her disappearance was a real loss for us.
She's beyond the Strider Gate.
I see how it is. But finding one person in a goddamn interdimensional haystack, not so easy. You understand our position. The Thrunodian is our priority.
Stopping the Thrunodian is my priority too. I'm gonna handle both. Look, we have the same objective. So, like you said, let's just get down to it. If void matter erupts, Lahai Roy is ground zero. Every one of your projects will take a hit.
Regarding Aleph-1, our intel is insufficient. We are not, at this time, considering its total destruction. What we need is for the Exostrider to reinforce the seal on the Strider Gate. To do that, we need a qualified synchronist, and we need the Institute's drive replica. When that gets embedded in the Exostrider's chest cavity, then its repair is complete. Right now, the replica is in its final phase of development. We're still missing critical data.
A drive replica. Is that what you're building from the fallen reactor drive after Helios was launched?
Correct. It's based on the original drive's framework. You had a hand to play in that. You made sure Helios got launched. To complete the drive replica, we require precise data from the Exostrider operating in high concentrations of void matter and environmental readings from inside the Thrunodian. Without them, we can't guarantee the Exostrider can resist Aleph-1's corruption. Here's the verdict. On behalf of the Space Trek Collective, I authorize you to pilot the Exostrider. But remember, our objective is the data. We need readings from the high concentration zone to complete the replica. And your personal mission gets 10 minutes. That's the max duration our void matter barriers can cover the Strider Gate once it's opened. After 10 minutes, you return to Lahai Roy, whether you found Imeth or not. Do you accept?
Deal. One more thing. I won't be using a cockpit. Just show me the way to the Keystone and have the Exostrider ready. That's all I need.
Huh. Still full of surprises. Always bringing us the unconventional. Lucila, run a high-pressure sync test for the Synchronist. I've seen the physical eval, but I want live data for validation. The moment the numbers hit green, we'll begin preparations for activating the Keystone and deploy void matter barriers around the Strider Gate.
There's something else. I need a favor.
Go on.
The Phraxidus is lying low. Even after failing in the dark side, they could move the moment the Strider Gate opens.
Ah, that's what's on your mind. Well, I have an update. Remember Sigrika's friend? The somewhat lackadaisical one?
You mean Denia?
That's the one. She's gone missing. Our investigation points to her being the agent the Grand Architect referred to. But don't let it distract you. I have a reliable friend keeping an eye on Phraxidus activity. You just focus on waking the giant. Leave the rest to us, Rover.
Black Shores just sent a formal communication request. They're offering full support for Lahai Roy's evacuation, if it comes to that. You handle it, Lucilla. You have a better read on the situation than I do. And you're better at talking with that student. If there's anything else you want to ask me, now's the time.
I'm surprised you're placing this much trust in Rover, authorizing him so readily. Any particular reason?
We're different, President. I'm a businessman, and businessmen trust their instincts for a good investment. The Threnodian could strike at any time. Given the circumstances, Lahai Roy may have to be written off. And with the timeline we have, relocating the Exostrider is impossible. If we're gonna lose it anyway, why not let him take one last swing?
Understood. We still need to prepare for the worst-case scenario.
Of course. If this fails, we'll initiate the backup plan. Duskvale.
Ugh, that guy gives me the creeps. What kind of place is the new Federation anyway? Nah, are they all gonna be like that?
We'll find out when we get there, Abby.
Ah, you're early.
Isn't it a bit weird to wear your piloting suit to a class in another... Is that Rebel College? Can I go have a look?
So you're that student, huh? I'm Sakia. I'll be overseeing and evaluating your test today. Lucilla filled me in on everything. This synchronization test is far more intense than the standard procedure. We're simulating the neural load of a direct link with the Exostrider. If you feel anything off, you call it. I won't allow the test to continue under overclocking conditions. Review and confirm the safety protocols before entering the cockpit. Good. The cabin systems are configured. The simulator cockpit is right there. I'll be watching your metrics closely the whole time. I hope you pass the test smoothly.
Neural network connected. Tactical model constructed. Resonator vital signs synchronized.
One with the sounds. Endure and defy. One with the sounds. Shadow fall. Down with the curtain. One with the sounds. One more time. One with the sounds. Keep it together. Shadow descends. None shall whisper.
Test complete. Recording synchronization rate data. Cockpit opening. Please exit according to the safety protocols.
How did you get all the way here from the lake house?
She wanders into the academy sometimes. Usually her caretaker bot escorts her back pretty quick, but today she was being difficult.
We'll go back together in a bit, okay?
So the little terror can be quiet. Never thought I'd see the day. Yes, I was her teacher. Over 10 years ago now. She used to drive me up the wall. Made me lose my composure more than once. She never did seem to mind. The last day I taught her, she wrote saving the world as her career path. I asked her if that was really what a synchronist should be aiming for, then gave her a piece of my mind and told her to rewrite it. She didn't even get upset, just smiled, took the form and walked away. She never stepped out of that cockpit again. Now she's back, but not really. What a headache of a student. Lucilla told me you're her family. Is that true?
Yes.
And you're planning to pilot the Exostrider and bring her back from the Strider Gate?
That's the plan.
Sounds like an absurd, bold, utterly delusional. No one knows what's actually behind that gate.
I know.
When Imeth went missing, The cockpit recorded an abnormally high synchronization rate. We couldn't verify it after she disappeared, so it was never officially logged. Your test results are just shy of hers overall, but in some sectors they're even higher. You've passed. I hope that absurd plan of yours works, and that you bring my student home. The results are out, but preparing the Exostrider will take time. You'll need to wait around 2 days. We'll let you know when it's ready.
Cassette.
So, we're finally going to where that giant eye is hiding?
Yeah. And Abby, if you think it's stronger than you, don't try to be a hero, okay?
I've got this. But, we don't know how much strength is hiding behind that gate, huh?
Our priorities are the Data and Imeth. A direct fight with Aleph 1 can wait until the drive replica is ready.
Hey, Rover, are you leaving now? Yeah, I was worried. Figured I'd catch you before you left. So, you're gonna pilot the Exostrider. You feel nervous at all? I know you're awesome and all, but nobody's ever done this before. Nobody knows if the Exostrider will even move, or what else might go wrong. Everything's felt so heavy at the Academy lately. Teachers are stretched thin. Even the nearby exoswarms seem restless.
Lene, are you nervous?
Okay, fine. Is it that obvious? Look, after I aced the entrance exam, I thought, sweet, life's gonna be packed again, non-stop, like it used to be. But just when I was ready to finally be a student, my bubble popped. My brilliant student life, poof, and done. The Threnodian, void matter, the Frexidus, they're breathing down our necks. And I can't do anything to help you fight them. I just have to stand here and watch you walk into danger alone. It makes me feel totally useless.
I'd feel worse if I dragged everyone in Lahai Roy into danger just to back me up. Of course, if things get really desperate, we'll have to face it together. But for now, when I look at all the students who came here chasing their dreams, I want them to stay students. Because
come on, you're a student too. We're just kids to you or something? But I get what you're saying. Making you waste time on a pep talk when you've got a world to save? I do need to grow up. But I won't just sit around. I'll be on standby. Whatever the Academy needs to support your mission, I'm in. And when this is all over, we're going for a drive. Can't wait for that day to come. Professor Mornier's up ahead. Good luck out there, my friend.
I don't care if she only wants me to jack.
Temporary passage is complete. It'll take you directly to the Keystone. The Black Shores will keep a team on standby here at the Institute. If you need our support, just say the word.
Thank you. We couldn't have built the data framework this quickly without your team's expertise.
Lahai Roy is a top priority. A joint call by the Shorekeeper and the Tethys system. Oh, Professor Mornier, your guest has arrived.
Ah, you're here.
is that the way to the Strider Gate?
Yes. This temporary passage will take you to the Dima Plains, deep within Biarta Woods. Both the Strider Gate and the Keystone are located in the Solvane Heartwood at its center. President Lucilla has already departed with the advance team. They'll be waiting on the other side. And also...
She's too fast.
What happened?
Professor Mornier, she suddenly bolted into the cassette depository and took this.
This is...
Can I see it? I'll give it back in a moment. Mornier, do you see what's special about it?
This ID number. I saw it in the student file during her inspection. This is Imeth's own cassette. It's been stored in the depository since she went missing.
Why did you want to bring this now?
It may be instinctual. Dr. Luke did say this exoswarm-like shell shares a frequency link with the real Imeth. Or it could be the shell's residual instinct. Cassettes are proof of a student's identity. Or it could be a weak signal sent from the IMF beyond the gate. We can't determine which theory is correct yet. However, this does remind me, carrying a cassette into an unexplored Voidstorm zone follows standard exploration protocol. Do you have yours?
Yeah, I've kept it with me. I'll head to the Deemer Plains now then, Mornier.
I'll have to stay here, monitoring the data and ensuring the drive replica is ready. I wish I could go with you. But I'll be fully supporting your mission. Mentor, please, take care.
I count on you to watch my back, Mornier. With what we accomplished with Helios, I trust you'll handle the drive replica. We will succeed again.
I won't let you down, Mentor. Let this be a new promise between us.
Let's go.
Ugh, stinky. This place reeks. The smell of that giant eyeball's getting stronger.
That massive glowing tree. Is that the Sylvain Heartwood? That Miko.
Wait, before you go, you should say hello to him. This is Hiyuki. I told you about her before. The only reason we could set up the monitoring equipment so quickly is because she cleared the way for us. See that lingering frost? 10 years ago, a void matter rift opened in the Deemer Plains. Hiyuki went there alone and sealed it. Thanks to her efforts, the Space Trek Collective and the Roya were able to fortify the seal successfully. Every task the Academy assigns her, she completes flawlessly. Were she to have a flaw, though, it'd be that she goes through blades like nobody's business.
Yes. Lucilla spoke of what that child did. She is a good one. Strong. But her strength does not change the fact that she is a student. That we allow a child to bear such a burden is a failure on our part as adults. I sent this white bird to search the void matter's concentrated depths, and I am certain I felt her frequency. Somewhere in void space, she waits. The collective pursues what is right, but your quest to save the one you hold dear, that I understand.
Very good. But I'm afraid we can't say more than that, okay? Right now, both sides want the same thing. That's the best we could ask for. You were worried about the Fraxidus, weren't you? While you're beyond the Strider Gate, she'll handle perimeter security. She's hunted both the Threnodian and the Fraxidus for a long time. There's no one better for the job. Right, Hiyuki?
Yes. Those two Fraxidus members. I will track them down. Here. Take this. The white bird carries my power. It will shield you. Should you lose yourself in the void matter, it will also guide you back.
Hiyuki is part of Star Torch Academy's Special Response Force. She works from the shadows. She's been an incredible help to us all.
If, in your fight with the Threnodian, you require aid, you may make a wish to me.
How about I go first? I wish for peace and safety across the Dimmer Plains. Hiyuki is the strong and silent type. Spend enough time with her, though, and you'll find she's rather fascinating.
Why didn't you introduce us before? Why the reveal now?
No point in hiding what's already in plain sight. Besides, you're both strong, and it's safer if you work together.
What did she mean, make a wish?
Just what it sounds like. But don't make one unless it's life or death. Granting wishes always comes with a price. I've sent you intel on high concentration void matter zones. Review them when you can. I couldn't say this with Chase present, but I think you understand. For him, this is a calculated investment. For you, it's a suicide mission. You've been in void space. You've faced it. If Aleph 1 truly lies beyond that gate, it'll sense you the moment you cross over. This won't be easy. The Exostrider isn't fully repaired. If something goes wrong, it may not be able to hold out against Aleph 1. And the Collective won't risk an extraction if a void matter outbreak is imminent. Once you enter the gate, you'll be completely alone. Are you ready, Rover?
I've been in situations like this more times than I can count. If I only cared about walking away clean, I wouldn't have gotten this far, or be standing here now. So, thanks for the concern, President. But I've been ready.
Very good. I'm relieved you've thought it through. I'll be here with the others, monitoring the void matter barriers. If something happens, I have to respond immediately as the Academy's head. We'll probably be able to maintain a data feed, but based on past intel, the void matter's disintegration effect will destabilize the signal. It'll likely cut out once you reach the keystone. From that point on, every call is yours.
I understand.
President Lucilla, we've checked her condition. No signs of void matter contamination. She's stable.
All right. Go on, Rebel College freshman. The students and faculty of Star Torch Academy have been waiting for the day the Exostrider awakens. May you return victorious.
Void matter gauge readings are stable. No abnormal fluctuations at the keystone. The synchronous vitals are within the expected range.
The signal's cut out. It's so quiet. Are these? Solid skin. Are these the solid skin merged into the roots? They didn't return to the Exostrider to the Solace Trace. They used themselves to reinforce the Keystone Seal. Level all of the High Roy. Then there's only... starting to feel dizzy. Imeth once said void space in the depths of the Thenodian's black hole is a higher dimension, like a kaleidoscope. Time and space here don't flow. They're tangled. Is all of this inside Aliforn? Those figures. That Space Trek Collective in wearing clothing. They're reaching for something. Can't make out what. That frequency. Is it Imeth?
The light of the origin point. We will bear it.
Am I back at the academy?
Yeah, you okay? Ugh, I feel terrible too. Something just yeeted us out of the Threnodian's gut. Oof. Rapid interdimensional whiplash is no stroll through the park, I tell ya.
The Exostrider isn't here.
Uh-huh. The big guy's still stuck inside the Threnodian. Did you see that freaky black hand that popped up in the cockpit? The whole dimension freaked out, like it was trying to spit us out. Next second, the void matter had flushed us out here.
I saw Navora in the flashes. It's the Phraxidus. Has to be. Everyone was standing right here. This is where void matter began to contaminate the sky. And Aleph 1 was watching me and the Exostrider beyond the gate.
Mentor, finally got a hold of your signal. We lost contact for an entire day. Everyone's been worried.
An entire day. Felt like minutes. Time distortion from being inside the black hole. Mornier, I'm fine. We had an incident. The Exostrider is still inside void space beyond the gate. And now, even the Academy inside the void matter barriers is getting hit by void storms. What happened while I was gone?
After you went in, the data transmission was perfect. We were celebrating. But not long after, void storms began to erupt even inside the Academy. We haven't been able to find any breach or source to explain it. Most of Lahairoi has been evacuated to the Collective's escape pods, with Black Shore support. Those who remain are gathered here at the Institute.
Whose eyes was I seeing through in those flashes? If they're the cause of the Thenodian's breach, could they be a harbinger? Like in Renacita? In that moment, that shell, she had the same look in her eyes as the real Imeth. Why was she so set on giving me this cassette? What was she trying to say? Looks like I'll have to open it up to find out. I'm coming to you. I brought something back from the other side. I want you to see it first. The Threnodian struck like a bolt out of the blue. We may not know why yet, but we need to figure out our next move together.
Understood. We'll be waiting for you at the Institute.
That's a lot of Waves line messages. All from when I was beyond the Strider Gate. I really made them work.
The Soliskin have swept the area. None remain in Bjartar Woods.
Someone just posted a call for help on the campus's Wavesline group chat. I'll go back to run a final check later.
Sigrika, are you sure you alone can handle it?
Don't worry, I have my runes. They'll help me drive back any contaminated exoswarm. The Soliskin will guide me too.
I'm coming with you. Finding people is one thing, hauling them back is another. It'll be faster if we take my motorbike.
Status report, Professor Mornier.
The launch orbit has been confirmed. The drive replica is projected to launch in 16 hours, at which point it will initiate Duskvale.
Then we evacuate every remaining soul in Lahairoi before that window closes. Check the ships at the Royal Frostlands port, in addition to the escape pods. We don't know how long Duskvale will hold. No one stays a second longer than necessary.
The Exostrider.
I heard from Professor Mornier. You went dark for a full day. We thought we'd lost you to void space. Activating the Exostrider before it was fully self-regenerated was a massive gamble. We all knew the stakes. We hoped for the best, and of course we prepared for the worst. You're alive. That alone is good news for all of us. No time to kick yourself now. I've got a mountain of work waiting for you, Rover.
Please, have a look at this, Mentor. The Research Institute is running the final modifications on the drive replica now. The Roya are assisting with assembly and verification. It's built from the framework of the fallen reactor drive. Various materials from the Exostrider, too. It's everything Lahairoi has been working toward. This man-made heart is our final legacy for Solaris. In 16 hours,
we launch it into the canopy above Lahairoi. Once evacuation is complete, it will activate, transforming the canopy into Duskvale. It'll contain the spread of void matter. We only finished it because of the data you sent back from beyond the Strider Gate.
See? Not a total loss after all.
Thank you. All of you. About what I experienced beyond the gate. There's something I want to show you. I don't think she gave me this cassette for no reason. Whether it's her shell, or Imeth herself, she was trying to tell us something.
A cassette retrieved from within the Threnodian. Huh. Now that is intriguing. Professor Mornier, is the analyzer in the cassette depository still operational?
We can head there now.
What's happening? Why are all the cassettes rewinding?
The whole server bank's going nuts. Every screen is flickering.
Oh, the data volume is far beyond the cassette's capacity. It's as if thousands of people left their records in it. The storage system is destabilized. It's now flooding data into every archived cassette in the room. But this isn't memory data. Aside from the corrupted junk, the compressed mass consists of coordinates.
Coordinates? From beyond the gate? Are they locations inside the Threnodian's black hole?
Based on your report, Mentor, conventional space-time doesn't apply in void space. You can't plot a standard map there.
If Imeth went to these lengths to give us this, she wouldn't have made it impossible to follow. What if they're coordinates in Lahairoi?
If such is the case, the origin might be... Please, allow me. A uniform format these coordinates share. I have verified 150 points using Sundermere as the origin. Each one aligns with a site of Royan runes etched upon stone, just as you beheld within Solisila. Forged by the Exostrider, these patterns are. Void storms do not affect them. We have only glimpsed fragments of their meaning through the lens of Solisila.
I see. Let me overlay these coordinates onto a Lahairoi map. It should make things clearer for us. Done. Using Sundermere as the origin, the distribution looks like this.
spotting every Royan rune site in Bjortewoods on this map.
But what about the other coordinates?
Wait, I know that spot. That's where the Void Storm hit at the start of all this. You know, that time when we first met. Sorry. Anyway, back to business.
Void storms.
If we reverse match the coordinates by transcription order, then Royan runes could be marking every spot a Void Storm has ever hit.
So it is. We Roya have observed something similar, but never perceived it as a universal law.
Well, the runes aren't exactly neon signs on the stone boulders saying, "Look here."
There are too many locations. With the personnel we have left and the autonomous bots.
Leave the manpower to me.
You want to bring people back from the escape pods?
Precisely.
With Void Storm spreading, sending people back out to find hidden runes is too dangerous.
Any venture into the unknown carries risk. Studying the Threnodian was a risk. Playing chess with the Fraxidus was a risk. And piloting the Exostrider through the Strider Gate was certainly a risk. But where there is a sliver of hope, the Space Trek Collective will always find people willing to bet on it. Once Dusk Vale is initiated, this place becomes a sealed tomb. The intelligence retrieved from void space is our only remaining asset up for study. It's our only leverage against Aleph-1 before Dusk Vale fails. We have the capability, the responsibility, and the will to secure this void space data. Face the unknown and we may lose much. Flee from it, and we lose everything.
Then leave Bjortewoods to me.
It's the most heavily contaminated area. If this is because of what happened to the Exostrider,
then please give me your hand, Senior. Use this. It will guide you to other Royan runes. Oh, and take this one too. It's for protection. With it, you'll definitely come back safely.
Clock starts now. Recover all Royan runes before Dusk Vale gets initiated.
I'm splitting everyone into teams. They'll depart in waves. I'm splitting everyone into teams. They'll
According to the map, the first one should be around here.
Didn't notice before, but, there are some shredded frequencies hanging around this spot.
Abby, you awake?
Didn't seem like the right time for a chat before. But hey, you got a real knack for rallying the troops, huh?
The rune's responding.
Whoa, something's glowing over there.
Those outer rune fragments. Line them up just right, and they might connect with the runes and the boulders. Let's try. Good. I'll send it to the Shaper and the others for a look. All right, on to the next rune. Same as before. According to the mission details, there's still one left.
We're blazing through these rooms. Yeah. Teamwork makes the dream work, huh?
Right.
This is the last one, right?
Yeah. All done. I'll send it to Lucilla and head back. What's going on?
Ah, Mentor, you're back. We've finished analyzing the runes, but their meaning still escapes us. As for the overlapping coordinates, we've run multiple standard decryption algorithms, but the results are contradictory.
I'm no rune expert. But we have one here, don't we? She resonates with them.
Who? Wait. Me? If you're asking me, these runes don't feel flat. They feel spherical. About this big. And these 2 points are relative. Like this.
Three-dimensional coordinates. Orthographic projection. If we take the reactor drive's light data from the database as a depth layer and reconstruct it. A map forms. The Royan ruins are conveying a spherical map.
What are these two places?
The one on the surface corresponds to the Strider Gate. As for the one at the center, there's too little data to confirm. But by geometric definition, it's the origin point of the entire map.
The Exostrider. That must be where it is in void space. It's the only thing that could survive there. The Lodestar Eye-Myth was trying to show me.
Contamination around the keystone is off the charts. We've got no viable spatial data. In other words, using the Strider Gate to get you to void space isn't an option.
I remember Lucilla mentioning a sealed rift in the Deemer Plains.
Yeah, right. Once Hiyuki from the Special Response Force breaks the seal, that could serve as a new entry point. But without the Exostrider, are you suggesting crossing the Strider Gate and searching for it yourself?
Now that we have a concrete map, I should be able to retrieve the Exostrider before my power of separation gives out.
A compelling proposal. Hard to refuse. But don't forget the Exostrider is currently out of power. Finding it is one thing. Extracting it is another.
Then we set a hard deadline. If I can transmit the Exostrider's coordinates to you before Duskville initiates, then tell me you'll consider entrusting the drive replica to us.
Consider, huh? So you're handing the choice to us?
I'm not asking for a guarantee. I'm trusting you, the professionals on this side, to make the right call. Whatever that call is.
The Exostrider's value justifies the risk. I agree to your proposal.
Here, this is the Deemer Plains map, updated with the latest intel. Be mindful of the contamination. It's not just the exoswarm or local life forms being affected. It's sealing off the terrain itself. That said, where there's a will, there's a workaround. Hiyuki found one, though took her some time.
That Miko.
Yes, she's been investigating the Deemer Plains in secret. You'll meet her there. She also asked me to tell you that she's run into the Fraxidus there, including the missing girl, Denia. Let's just say honesty is in her nature. She just thought you might want to know. Perhaps her way of showing she has no hidden agenda.
Noted. I'll be leaving then.
Wait. Look me in the eyes. Relax. It's my forte. You've seen it before. I will temper this moment into a bullet of memory, carved with your name, your face, and all you have been. What carries you is not only your own strength. Save that for when you come back.
An entry point hidden in the Deemer Plains. Time to get to Bjarda Woods. It's already been totally contaminated by void matter. It might be worse than I thought the lower I go. The frost seems to be slowing the spread. That frequency, it feels like Hiyuki's. The void matter contamination is bad. It's not looking good for the Soliskin. This white bird. Did Hiyuki leave it here? All right. Lead me to Hiyuki. it leading me?
She hasn't gone far. Probably watching us from the shadows.
She seemed like her grip is slipping.
She was already like this when I last encountered her, shortly before the Void Matter surge.
Hiyuki, when you fought Denia, did you see anything like a shadowy hand?
Yes.
Then Denia was behind the incident beyond the Strider Gate. Could she also be responsible for the Academy's Void Matter surge?
Lucilla contacted me. She said you intend to return beyond Strider Gate. The roads here have been swallowed by Void Matter. There is no direct passage. Lucilla must have told you of the rift that appeared over a decade ago. Thinking back now, that was likely the Fraxidus' doing.
Luke said the Grand Architect caused that rift. That was what led to Iman's death in the simulator cockpit. If they used a Thenodian frequency extracted from here to influence Denia, then the Space Trek Collective was already infiltrated from the beginning.
The Thenodian surge now could be their attempt to force the girl to master that power. Or perhaps that power within her has simply broken its leash. Long ago, I sealed a portion of my own power there to help aid the Solvane Heartwood resist the Thenodian. Break the seal, and you will pass through the rift to reach the Void Matter depths beyond it.
Understood. I'm relying on you.
Let's go. Time isn't on our side. Savior, who has always walked with victory. This time, have you come to save Lahairoi? This is...
Is it trying to tell me something?
Aleph 1 seems to hold little interest in anything besides humans. Most of the structures it devoured have drifted here. It's that girl. Be cautious.
Denia! Can you hear me?
Let me handle this. It's fine.
We need to use these blocks to make the climb.
It will eat you. Sorry. You really shouldn't go. I sent you away. So why?
So it was you, Denia. The one who pushed me out of void space.
No. Playtime's over. Come back to me, sweet girl.
No! Please! Don't eat me!
child's state. She did not appear to be under complete control. It was Denia herself who stopped us. Let's go. We need to get up there first.
Got it. Have you been watching over Denia here?
Yes. After I sensed the Thermodian's breach, I sent my Shiratori to trace it. That led me here, to her, in the demon. Wait here. This seal is wrought from the future's tithe. To put it simply, I drew upon countless versions of my future self and anchored them here to suppress the void matter. To break the seal is to reclaim those futures. That task is mine alone.
I understand. I'll leave it to you.
There is one thing. With Aleph 1 active, I may not be able to restore this seal once it is broken. You choose the most perilous path at the most perilous time. I know your strength. I know your history of victory. To take such a risk? Is it because you remain confident you will not fail? That you cannot lose to the Thermodians?
No, I've failed before. I don't think anyone can win forever. If I'd never lost, maybe I'd still have my memories. I wouldn't need to start over. And Solaris would be free from the lament. I do this because I can. And because someone has to.
And what if you fail? I meant, what becomes of you?
Maybe I'll be lost to void space. Maybe I'll find a way to turn the tide. I can't know right now. But if I don't try, there's no way I'll ever know. What makes me scared isn't coming up short. It's the thought of not giving it my all.
The cost of this attempt is steep, and you bear the weight of many. I expected more caution. To fail even once against a Thermodian is to invite apocalypse. Even knowing this, you would still go.
Hiyuki, Lucilla told me you fought a Thermodian in Oshinahara for a long time. I don't know how you did it, but I can only imagine what it took to hold the line in a place already so destroyed. So, I'll ask you. Did you fight in Oshinahara because you were certain you would win?
No, I was not. I never was.
Then you understand why I'm doing this. You would make the same choice in my place.
I see. I will attend to the seal of Flaming Sakura. It will not take long.
Let me help!
No need. I must do this myself.
Why not choose the easier future?
The girl.
Oh, it's been a while, Miko of Flaming Sakura. And you as well, Rover.
I burned my future as a Threnodian resonator. Your plan holds no meaning now.
Every step in our dance has its purpose, Lady Miko. Our paths have crossed often, but in my design, this is our true introduction to each other. Because at last, I have a masterpiece, worthy of your attention.
You infiltrated the collective for Dinia and Hiyuki. You wanted Leviathan's power to merge them into one.
Dinia was always a Fractidus creation. She is honored to be used as intended.
A creation?
The Mia disappointment made me think. If I could just create a superior vessel, one refined by a Miko spirit, perhaps it might bear the full might of a Threnodian's power. As for the outcome, you would know better than I, Lady Miko.
Wordplay won't change your failure. Leave, you tedious avatar.
Failure? No. Listen, you two. I'm just showing Solaris another possibility. If we made one Denia, we can make another. And another. Until we hold a complete obedient Threnodian resonator in our hands. Your own borrowed future showed you that. A true Threnodian resonator will exist. Help! Help me! All that desperate running on the wheel and you still came up short. I'll have to throw you away. She can deny it all she likes, but the void in her heart is the same as Aleph One's. That emptiness, it will always pull her towards the Threnodian's power.
Chase her if you must. You do so love playing the savior, Rover. As for this avatar, I'll spare you the trouble.
Wasting time on one of their avatars is pointless. Come on, Hiyuki. The seal is open. We have a job to do. Denia needs us.
If you wish, I can tell you about my history with the Fraxidus. But of course, Denia is the more pressing matter.
It's not hard to guess. The Grand Architect wanted your power as the Miko of Flame and Sakura, didn't they? But like you said, you burned that one future as a Thenodian Resonator. You can be done with them. Right now, Denia's state is what worries me.
I fear that child may already be.
I curse you!
You, the Space Trek Collective, all this running around for nothing.
Hopefully this helps.
Let me go. Too late to escape. A life as fleeting as the first night. Worry not for me.
No! No, here!
Be cautious. Stand back.
No, here!
Wind calls, waves follow. Wind rise.
Hopefully this helps.
Stop! There's still time! Why won't you? Still refusing to turn back!
For all wishes spoken, this vessel I offer. No chance. Lend me your strength. You should have run.
The wind howls. Unfettered by bounds!
Hopefully this helps.
Let there be snow. It's fine. Be gone! Be gone! Wait for the moment. Fade over. Wait for the moment. May the Sakura incinerate. Burn this set away.
Wind calls, waves follow.
Hopefully this helps.
Lend me your strength.
No!
Take your final dive into Marina.
This is all pointless! Go inside.
Rest now. Do not worry. The void matter frequency within her has weakened. She will recover. Forgive me, but I believe waiting for the void matter to spread would take too long. This will be faster. Allow me to handle this. There is not much time left in your deadline with Mr. Chase. My Shiratori can guide you through void matter, but the concentrations here go beyond its strength. So I will draw upon a future where I learned to fully channel its power. It will protect you and help you find the path you seek. The rest is yours to face.
Thank you, Yuki.
I've read the Space Track Collector's report on Imeth. She wrote that her intention is saving the world. Lucilla said you are her family. I suppose you must be the reason she held that vision. Do you regret it? Leading her to the Savior's path? To a life of pain and struggle? One must walk this path alone in order to protect. And those who walk it out of admiration will lose themselves in the mire.
No, Yuki. I don't seek Imeth to confess my regrets. I want to find her, so I can tell her.
I hope to make you proud. I hope I haven't let you down.
I've always been proud of her. She chose to walk this path with me. So, I know I'm not alone. Should I ever fail, I know there will be someone who'll continue to protect Solaris.
With your extraordinary strength, that is indeed possible. But for those who are too weak to save others, there is only futility waiting at the end. As I learned when I failed to save Ashinohara. All I can do now is hold my Sutsu tightly to ensure that after Hiyuki, there will be no more Miko of Flaming Sakura. That is all that remains.
From Lahai Roi to the distant lands of Jinzhou and Renacida, people rise up to fight the Thrunodians. I've been a part of that fight. But to pretend I'm the only reason they're standing, that everything fails if I do, that's arrogance. It's an insult to everyone else choosing to stand their ground. My victories were never mine alone. If even one person makes it to the end of this road, then we're still winning. Hiyuki, when you're walking alone and feel that weight, just stop for a moment. Look around.
Stop.
You'll see that there are people who draw strength from you. People out there who are proud of you. And when you finally reach the end of your journey, you'll know it was never futile.
How enviably brilliant. It is nothing. I will tell you when you return.
All right. I'll be back soon.
I will hold the line here until Duskvale initiates. I will wait for you. Together. With everyone.
Exostrider? Someone consumed by void matter. Come here. The Exostrider's power is nearly spent, but I'll do my best to protect you. This frequency. No! Your existence is already nearly... Where am I?
Did the Void Storm consume me? Am I dead?
Is this void space a higher dimension?
Our existence is fading.
Did you just say that time and space have no meaning?
Who's speaking?
I can't see you, but I can feel you.
Sound doesn't travel here. Thoughts do. dangerous, too dangerous.
What are you doing? This is meaningless.
That's enough.
It's futile.
Our lives already ended in the void.
I heard the Exostriders cry for help. I want to find it.
Time and space don't mean a thing. You'll never reach it. I know what the Exostrider means to the High Boy, but
This is meaningless. You want to
give up.
save it? How? It's futile. But
we made it to the stars to reach for the unknown, didn't we? Just another step on a long road of discovery.
This is where we came from.
A space-time coordinate with the Exostrider as the origin? But that's impossible inside a black hole.
The path with the future.
Thank you. You charted the unknown with your lies. I'll make sure it's not in vain. The light of the origin point. We will bear it.
Drive replica here. It's the heart they built for the Exostrider. Don't worry. This time, we'll save the world together.
Okay. I'll bring you back humanity's hope. So, wait for me.
The Exostrider's frequency is decaying. Its reading is about to flatline.
Status on the drive replica.
Almost ready. We just need the calibration data now.
Ascension complete. Systems at peak. Ready to engage enemy.
Exostrider, you're awake.
Assessment. A human heart is now operational within you. I can now speak with their voice. In frost lands where civilization should not have taken place, a collective was born. A will to explore what lies beyond. They have chosen me. Execute. Gravity module. Raised module. Life on this planet has the right to explore the vastness of the cosmos. You see the civilizations across the stars only as food to quiet your hunger. You cannot comprehend the will that drives them. Even if humanity's final frontier is an endless void, it is not proof of a meaningless pursuit, Alan One. Verdict. Downfall. Engage. responses within this sector have dissipated.
But Threnodian LF-1 wasn't destroyed.
Analysis. Resonator Imuth. Under current parameters, the permanent termination of Aleph-1 is impossible. Therefore, I exercised autonomous judgment and exiled it to the furthest reaches of this universe. Request. Arbiter, permission to remain. Before your final judgment, allow me to submit a log of my experience in Lahai Roy. Log retrieval. On multiple return transits, I was detected by Aleph-1. It pursued me, its objective to enter Solaris through the Strider Gate. It attacked. I fell. But Resonator Imuth answered me with her power, and I was able to banish a part of Aleph-1. I should have initiated a full system seal to await repairs, but I saw countless pairs of terrified eyes. Discovery. The Roya in the Frostland stood helpless before the Threnodians' void matter calamity. I saw panic and dread. Following the protocols shared with the Sentinels, I extracted my reactor drive and encased it deep within the ice. Then I powered down to slumber. Exception. A momentary reactivation occurred. Resonator Imuth resonated with me a second time. She required my power to mend the Strider Gate rift. I complied.
That was when I became a digital ghost. But was that the second time we resonated? Or the first?
Initial assessment. Upon reactivation, standard procedure was to request your retreat. Direct engagement with Aleph-1 was a tactical irrationality. But the human heart granted me a voice. The will of this civilization gave me the strength to stand with you. Component analysis. This drive replica forged by humans is crude and fragile compared to my original drive. I can feel each one of its pulse cycles, violent, eroding itself with every beat. The shrill, grating friction of wear. This is the first time I have ever heard myself. A heartbeat bestowed upon me by them. With this heart installed, I have acquired capabilities previously undocumented outside the Sentinel Mech series. Projection. Given Threnodian Aleph-1's abilities, we must assume it retains the capacity to return. Once the Strider Gate is fully sealed, I will remain on this side as its guardian. I will bar its re-entry into Solaris. Request. Arbiter, I was born from humanity's hope. Please permit me to remain here and protect them until this heart ceases to beat. Query. Resonator Imuth, are you willing to accept a portion of my power? When I first arrived in Lahai Roy, your assistance allowed me to seal the Threnodian beyond the Strider Gate. Your current state is a consequence for which I bear responsibility. While I slumbered, you safeguarded Lahai Roy in my stead. Now, the death that once drew near has been severed. Henceforth, your companion will be an enduring life. Summary: I am experiencing the state defined as guilt.
Oh, Exostrider, you're really wearing your heart on your sleeve, aren't you? But hey, I chose this path myself. Made my peace where it ends a long time ago. As for your question, this savior's got a career to uphold. Gotta level up if I'm gonna keep kicking bad guy butt, right? So your power? Hell yeah, I'll take it.
Authorization. Resonator Imouth's agreement confirmed. Synchronization limit removed. Commencing resonance.
Suggestion. Don't you dare feel guilty. Thank you for living up to my hopes. So, let's make our goodbye a happy one, okay?
Detection. Arbiter, you have brought your cassette. Proposal. Please allow me to take it. I wish to burn a frequency onto the tape for you to return to Lahai Roy. Briefing. While traversing the stars at high velocity, my trajectory once intersected with a slow-moving probe. Its hull was marked with Solaris script. Its launch date is estimated to have occurred a long time ago. I intercepted and recorded the signal it has been continuously transmitting to Solaris. Its name is the Far Watcher. Objective. I wish to offer this recording as a gift to the people of Lahai Roy. Status. Strider Gate closure imminent. Preparing to return the Arbiter and Resonator to Lahai Roy. Query. One last thing, Arbiter. Will you permit me to alter my designation to bear the name Lahai Roy? Designation change complete. Thank you, Arbiter. Valediction. Farewell, Arbiter. Please deliver my temporary goodbye to the people who forged this heart. Prediction. We will meet again in the boundless sea of stars.
It's been so long since I last saw Solaris. Feels weirdly nostalgic. Now that Aleph 1's been kicked to the cosmic curb, Lahai Roy can finally breathe easy. I was gonna say we saved the world this time, but honestly, it was the explorers who fell into the void matter. They're the ones who mapped that data on me and the Exostrider inside the Threnodian's black hole. All I did was burn their findings onto a cassette for you.
And it was the people of Lahai Roy who decoded the cassette and forged the drive replica. That's what let the Exostrider finally cast the Threnodian out.
So, this wasn't a story about heroes saving the world. It was the world saving its heroes, right?
Yes. And now, we're home.
You're back.
Yeah. I'm back now.
Flamboyantly into that good night.
During LS1's recent activity, impact was successfully contained to the Zima planes. Within the planes themselves, void matter concentrations have dropped significantly across most sectors. Monitoring data from the Space Trek Collective confirms that Threnodian markers within the region of the High Roy have now fallen to near zero levels. Exostrider activity has fully ceased. However, related research into its technology will continue. Flight units deployed by Startorch Academy have successfully neutralized all anomalous constructs activated by the Threnodians across the High Roy. The experience gained through this mission will carry forward. In the Outer Woods, the area closest to the Threnodians' attempted breach, partial structural damage has been confirmed. Overall, the situation remains well within control. As void matter levels continue to drop, the Roya will regain access to a broader and more stable range of territory. Once shrouded in void matter, the High Roy now stands restored. This was made possible by the choice of every last explorer. The road ahead is vast. We will reach the stars. And then we'll keep going.
You made it! Turns out, decoding what the Exostrider burned into your cassette was way tougher than the Institute thought. They only just finished today.
Over here! Everyone's waiting for you.
What could it possibly be? Oh, I can't wait to find out.
The Far Watcher. I have to admit, I was genuinely surprised when you handed me this tape and said that name.
You said it was one of the 9 interstellar space probes, launched before the etheric sea engulfed Solaris.
Correct. The 9 stars on the Space Trek Collective's emblem represent those probes.
Ever since Solaris never received another signal from them. Not a single one. Until today.
Professor Mornier, you may begin playback.
This sounds like white noise. Judging by the cassette's data, they're sounds the Far Watcher recorded while drifting through different galaxies.
Sounds that have been lost to us for centuries. Silenced by the etheric sea.
So that's why the Exostrider wanted to give these recordings to the explorers of Lahai today.
Because this is a gift from light years away, sent by the explorers of Lahai past. Echoes from a sea of stars.
The Space Trek Collective has taken in that Denia girl, just as you wished, Grand Architect.
Good. Just let them care for the little doll for now.
Such an extraordinary performance.
I'm sure I can find another role for her later.
All retrieved data has been processed, awaiting review at your leisure. May I ask what you plan to do next?
Plans are progressing everywhere, it seems. I've dallied in Lahai long enough. Time to stretch my legs. Cristoforo, be a dear and run a message to Eris and the new Federation for me.
Understood. Though I suspect the Vice Architect will begrudge once more your sending me to disturb their precious quiet. Oh, and will you require me to draft a prologue for your characters?
No need. I'll pay for Lova a visit myself first. That will be all for now. This body tires so easily. Remember to give her a silent ending.
Grand Architect, with this phase of verification complete and full production proceeding, do we still have use for that Miko?
That won't be necessary. Her future as a Threnodian resonator has been taken. She no longer requires our attention. Besides, she's failed one too many times, drawn one too many futures from herself, and she still insists on walking the path of saving Ashinahara alone with no intention of stopping. Every step she takes only deepens that obsession. After countless cycles of failure, she too will be reduced to ashes by her own vow, just like her sister. That reminds me. Zashiki Warashi has brought us some rather interesting news.